So this will be a quick video talking about how we just do some basic button and automating stuff with multi-state indicators in Factory View Talk Studio. I have a simple program here on this little L43. Toggle the bit, simple sealing circuit, toggle the bit, starts up. So it's all memory bits. So I'm just using the processor as an emulator basically. But here's my Factory Talk View Studio, and let me move this over here. So, where is a good place for let's just, for the time being, I'm going to put myself right there. And I'm going to set up my communications first. So again, I always recommend setting up your communications. New configuration finish. And mine will look different than the classroom because I'm at home. So first things first, if I shortcut PLC1, and click the Ethernet. My IP address is on this here. I'm going to click in there basically until the processor shows up and this, activates. Hit apply. So I hit yes. Copy from design to runtime. Okay. Find my offline tag file. And there it is. Recent files. Always know what this is. We did this last week, so I'm not worrying about your knowledge here. So hit verify, everything's okay. I'm gonna hit okay, and now I'm good to go. Something that you should set up in your project settings is to check to make sure that you have the right size HMI, and labs, ours are this. So I'm gonna just go ahead and do that so you can kind of see something similar. And then into main, here we go. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit so it looks bigger. And now I can move my face all the way over here. Okay. So again, we set up a push button last week. So I'm going to set up two different push buttons. I like going to objects and push buttons. And I'm going to do a momentary and a maintained. Again, momentary is single button. It works. But this time I'm going to do something slightly, so start. And I'm going to do the same thing, except I'm going to change the back color because this will be when it gets pressed. Okay? You can play around with this. I'm not making anything too weird. Linking my tag. Again, refresh all folders. There's that. Online. Double click on the tags. And I don't have any I/O on this, so there's my start bit. Hit OK. I like doing the read back. If this slows down on you, just toggle between windows and it will happen. Hit apply, hit OK. And what I'm going to do on the other one is a maintain push button. And I'm going to make this like a stop button. So let's go, so general, maintain. First thing I want to make sure is I want next state be on current state because this is like a stop button. So states, state 0 is stop. And in this case, when it's state 0, I want the back color to show red. When it's state 1, I want it to show this other color as an indicator because a stop button should read as a 1. So stop bit, and when it does that, just toggle to another, and why that happens, I don't know. And I'm just going to copy all this and paste it right in there. Hit OK, hit, go, and if I pull up my screen, see how it's stopped, start, stop. So if I pull up you can see a stop bit's on. Hit that again, stop bit turns off. So it is communicating. All right. So I'm going to hit stop. And I'm going to make that bigger again. You can adjust the size here. Other things that you can do is you can add an image. So if I want to add an image, I can go up to objects and I can go into, where is it? Drawing image. There it is. And I can make this, draw a box where I want the image to be. And right here, this will show up. You can add from file. And on the downloads, I downloaded a downloads a JPEG, Ivy Tech logo, and it got really big. So what I would recommend is downsizing it until you get it into your frame. And you can, but make sure it's in your box. So there's that. And the next thing is if we want to add text, objects drawing text, we can say, we can actually add like just text right on the screen. So Dan Stafer, HMI project 1. And I can change the font and other stuff to, you know, once we get adventurous. Oh, make it, I don't know, mess around with it. Whoops. Downsize it, apply. You might, yep, there we go. HMI project. And now if I wanted to see when the motor turns on, I can do what we would have to put in would be a multi-state indicator. A multi-state indicator will indicate when an object is happening. So I'm going to go in here and draw a box. And you can do this one or two ways. You know, so first, if I go to my connections, I can tie it into my motor bit. Once again, toggle to another screen, and it will allow you to do this. Hit apply. And if you go into your states, it gives me multiple different states that this could be. I could change the states on the first screen to 2, because I don't care about 0 and 1. And I can say motor on, because it's a 1. Motor off. And so now if I hit the play button, start, you can see the motor's on, stop, motor off. Start, stop, motor off. So if I want to get fancy with it, so there's that. There's my multi-state indicator. I can also go in and add it. I can go in objects and add another image. Here, and if you go to launch library, this will end up giving you a file library. In theory, launch library, you can do it. There we go. And it can give you a variety of things. I have another thing on these push buttons, but let's go into nature because one of my favorite images is in here. And there it is, a flaming Moe. Yes, flaming Moe from The Simpsons. Highlight it, hit copy, and then paste from library. It's going to show up. You hit OK, and then there it is, and you can resize it. And just for kicks, you can have it just be there for fun. So that's how you add images and do multi-state indicators. That's how you can make all this work and make things look pretty. So start, stop, and go from there. On the next video, I will go through how you can change these push buttons into multi-state pictures, like the fancy push buttons, and how to do multiple screens and tie things out. So have a good day.